ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Rollins. I'm pointing at you. You're pointing at me. Do the dance. I'm doing the old guy in a chair dance. Yeah. Welcome to the show tonight. It should be interesting as we have no guest. And there's a good reason for that. And that's because we're supposed to have Scott Parazinski, astronaut, author, doctor, creator of the FT Aviator from Fluidity on. And nothing against him at all, but I'm guessing that his people didn't like my review of the FT Aviator.
That is shocking.
It is. I got a bad unit, and I will prove it later. I have video proof that I got a bad unit. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way right now before we get into anything else, because I imagine that there's a conference room of Fluidity lawyers projecting this on a wall or a large TV right now, and they're like sitting there, oh, we're gonna wait for something we can sue them for. Well, that won't happen. I've been very diligent, very careful. I will say it's not Scott Parazinski's fault that he's not here. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy. It's just that his marketing team is not serving him very well.
Yeah.
I had a phone call with a room full of Fluidity people.
Really?
Yes, I had a conference call, and this was a few days ago, and I said, hey, why don't we just, because I do Skype tests to make sure this thing doesn't break. I said, why don't we just get Scott on the Skype and we'll kill two birds, bibbidi bop. No, we want to have a conference call. So it was one of those numbers like where you call in, bit bop boop bop bop. You are now entering the conference call. There are two others in the conference call. And then you enter your code, and then it's like, hey! But it's usually something like they're too far away from the thing. It's like, hey, thanks for joining our conference call. So the first
you
person,
hear somebody, Ken, Jerry's on the phone.
Yeah, right.
And you just start clicking in all the different,
Right. And they're using 20 different phones. But in an effort to be honest with you guys, because my viewers, you guys are my first concern, and that's why I did such an honest review of it, even though they were nice enough to send it to me. But don't send me a broken unit if you don't want me to say it's broken. So back to the conference call. I recorded it.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. For my own records, lawyers. I will not play it because there's laws in Tennessee that say, you can record as long as one person knows you're recording, blah, blah, blah. I know the laws very well. But they didn't get their permission to use their audio likeness, so I won't do that. But I will play my half of the call, and playing the part of Carolyn, their marketing person, is Brandy. You know Brandy from my videos. So so it'll be me.
I'm so excited.
And then Brandy will do the part of the other person with a lovely Southern accent. It took a while. I had a whole transcript made. If you're just joining us, I'm explaining where the guest is and why we don't have one. A whole transcript here. So the first person I talked to was the guy who did product development. He actually wrote the instructions, very knowledgeable, super polite guy. Super polite. I'm not going to play that part. I'm just going to play the part where I asked about Scott being on, and they were very, very, very anxious to get the FT Aviator unit back. So let's go ahead and just step back in time. This was 2 days ago.
Let's go in the Wayback Machine.
In the Wayback Machine, playing the part of Carolyn, the marketing director for Fluidity, is Brandy. Enjoy. Well, would you allow me to do a follow-up video with another unit?
Well, let's get your unit back. I think the most important thing is to get the unit back. Will you be able to ship it back to us immediately?
Yeah, well, I wanted to kind of hold on to it for when Scott's on this Thursday as a prop, but I can send it out Friday if that's okay.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Scott's appearance as well. Since Keith has gone into a lot of detail with you in probing and learning what your experience was like, we feel that Scott's time on your show is no longer necessary. So he won't be able to participate on Thursday's show.
Okay. Well, just know that I will mention this call on the show.
We appreciate that.
Okay.
We hope it was helpful.
Oh, absolutely helpful, yes.
And we'd love to get your unit back. We'd love to test it, and we'd love to see what you're seeing. And we have a lot of demand for review units, so we'll definitely get you back on that list to get you a new unit out.
Okay. Can we reschedule, Scott?
Let's get the unit back, and let's talk to Scott, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Hats off to Brandy for a very good acting job.
Convincing, too.
Yeah. So, again, I have to imagine that Astro-NOT creator of the FT Aviator, Scott Parazinski, didn't have anything to do with that. I'm sure he wanted to be on the show, but his marketing team, who's doing him a disservice, advised him not to, for whatever reason. I got a bad unit. If you saw the video of me reviewing the FT Aviator, it was a little jerky, and I expressed those concerns to them in the earlier part of the call. I just don't understand why they wouldn't come on and defend it.
Yeah, to me that seems a weird move. What was the thing that you had reviewed? The drone.
Bam!
It was that drone that you reviewed.
You're talking about
X-Dynamics.
X-Dynamics, and
yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking.
Hats off to X-Dynamics for coming on the program to defend what happened. If you saw that video, a prop fell off. 1 in a million chance happening. He explained that. He was on the show. It was very good. And I admire X-Dynamics for that. So hats off to them.
Yeah, because, I mean, he came on knowing that you had just given him a bad review.
Yeah.
I mean, he fully walked into it knowing that, like, you know, this is the impression that you had, but he was going to either defend it or find out, you know, the reason for the problem.
Right. So
very commendable.
All I can say is the experience I had with one person at Fluidity was negative. I don't know about the rest of the company. Certainly, I can't speak to Scott Parazinski, the creator. Hopefully, if he sees this, if they can hear me in the room over the yelling lawyers down there in the conference room of Fluidity, I invite you to come back, Scott. And there'll be video proof that I got a bad unit coming up later in the show. But first, we have to mention one of our sponsors. It's a fantastic sponsor. They've been a sponsor of the show for a long time. I'm, of course, speaking of RemotePilot101.com. Chris, if you'll just pop up a little bit so I can see your face there. Yes. RemotePilot101.com. We did it. Okay. Let's do it. RemotePilot101.com. That's right. Jason Shappert, he is the instructor. It's video based. He will be at Spin Up so you can meet him.
Oh, nice.
I can't tell by the video, but he looks like he might just be 7 feet tall. Good looking guy. If you're a lady wanting to learn from a good looking guy, well, there you go. He's a looker. I mean, he doesn't have hair like me, but who does, really?
Not many.
No. RemotePilot101.com. When you're entering your information, put in Heron18 and you get 30% off. And they quiz you in between. This is to get your Part 107. Then you can get out there with your drone. You can have a little bit more knowledge, and you can make money legally. And they won't put you in the hoosecow. All right. Thank you very much. RemotePilot101.com. Love you. Mean it. All right. And now, everybody's favorite sponsor, it is the Cadillac of processed meat. Ladies and gentlemen, pigeon jerky.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Woo!
Pigeon jerky.
What is
right.
this?
The
There we go.
Cadillac of processed meats.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky.
Pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meat. Yeah. Even with the lag, Chris sings it well. There you go.
How far am I off?
half a second, but it's just enough to make it sound awkward. So, what have you been up to? Tell us what you've been up to at your channel, which is, sorry to cover up your face. Boom! There it is.
Chris Roberts. There it is.
Science adjacent.
That's me. I've been building I've been building my next video. It's kind of the first build that I've done in a really long time. So I was hoping to film it this weekend. I don't think I will because I think for my safety and for anybody that comes out with me, I need to really tweak it a little bit before we start.
Yeah. Now you sent me this video clip of the build, and with no explanation. After looking at this, I think we're going to probably have to send a ground penetrating radar team over to your house to look for bodies, because this looks like a nightmare. This looks like something that John Wayne Gacy might have used. What in the hell is that about?
Well, okay, so I don't want to give too much away.
Well, don't.
But,
yeah.
So that's an axe.
Yeah.
It's called a drive axle. No, that's not the wrong. Just a spinning shaft on bearings. It's going to be counterbalanced. And then powered to some degree.
Oh, so all right. Just tell me this: will the axe be spinning round and round and not swing? Oh, okay. That's all I need to know. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. A lot of interesting scientifically adjacent stuff on his channel. There's a link in the description. But right now, let's head over into the newsroom.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Everything you'd ever want to know about news in the drone community. Let's talk to Jeff Sills. Tell us what's happening, buddy.
Well, let's see. Starting off the news for this week, we have the Rockaway Beach, Oregon. Rescuers used a remote-controlled water rescue drone.
Hold on. What are we hearing in your newsroom? What?
The other reporters. It sounds.
It sounds like a group of young reporters in the other
the journalist team.
Yeah.
No.
In the journalist bullpen.
We have guests visiting.
So. Oh, okay. I have a little bit of video to explain what is going on at your house. As just before we went to air, before we went to stream, Jeff accidentally left the microphone on, and I started recording. And let's take a listen as me and Chris discuss what is happening in Jeff's house moments ago.
Where does this go?
So that's your future. A house full of screaming.
Let's see how the one goes, and we'll start from there.
Good times. Yeah, I would have a sugar bowl full of Ritalin.
Oh yeah, I'm not above children's Benadryl. Just a.
I need an hour. Go ahead and drink some sherry.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that back in the day? They put a little bourbon on their.
I mean, like, when I was in Brazil, it was pretty common. They'd put like milk with a little bit of whiskey.
Why not? You know, newly developed brain cells. Who cares?
Mom needs a little peace and quiet.
Yeah. Mom should have thought about that 9 months ago. So.
Oh man.
All right, now back to our regularly scheduled us. Hey, and we're back.
Oh, I see that.
Wow. Back to the noisy newsroom.
That was smooth, Ken.
Thank
that
you.
was really smooth.
I appreciate that, yeah.
Yeah. So, rescuers used a remote-controlled water rescue drone on the Oregon coast Monday to save 3 people swept out to sea by a rip current. The drone is called Emily, which stands for Emergency Integrated Life-Saving Lanyard. The reason that this is really interesting is that it was developed in the United States, and it uses a wire-based lanyard system. They fly the line out to the people, and the people then can grab the line and be pulled to shore by people on shore. And it worked perfectly. It saved 3 people on Monday, and I thought it was worth mentioning.
Very good.
So next in the news, do we have any people in the audience that are wrench turners that like to work on cars? I know, Chris, you like to work on cars.
Yeah.
The next one's for you. A salvage yard in the valley has an acres of vintage cars.
What we do here is we are an antique wrecking yard that offers parts and projects for cars from 1930s to some 80s, domestic only. Our inventory is mainly going to be classic cars. We do everything from Chevys, Ford, Dodge, Packards, Kaisers, you name it. If it's American, we've got a little bit of every make and model and year. Well, customers are welcome to come here, walk around. We often get customers from all over the world, and they're welcome to walk the yard. We pull everything for them, so they just kind of take a stroll, take the self-guided tour, and if they find something they like, we kind of work out a deal with them, pull it, and we ship it if they need it, or they take it with them.
Cool.
That is cool, and I heard that every part comes with a free tumbleweed. So that's a bonus. Yeah.
Where was that?
That particular area is located. You had to ask me. Desert Valley Auto Parts. So Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, I just noticed the 105 degrees listed there.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw someone mention it in the chat. Super Chat is always on, and I've been approved as a channel to have super stickers too. So if you like stickers, and you know you do.
Stickers, I like stickers, yes I do. Stickers, I like stickers more than you. Stickers.
Super stickers, right now.
All right. So next in the news, we have sheriff's deputies used an unmanned aerial system to assist in looking for an elderly man with symptoms of dementia. The patient was treated for minor cuts and bruises, but otherwise unharmed, and one of their detectives sent out this video of them locating the gentleman.
That's great. I'm really glad that it had a happy ending, because that can very often turn tragic. As I found out about 4 years ago, I was called upon by my community to search for a dementia patient, and he was later found deceased.
Oh
so
man,
it's good that they found him, and that it was not a cold day as it was here when we were looking for the other guy. So that's great.
Well, it's another good example of the police departments being able to diversify and use these drones to be able to help in situations like this. So
Yep.
All right. So next in the news, Anafi or Parrot was in the news this week. Everybody was told that they were getting out of the consumer drone business. Parrot has since released a press release identifying that they are not exiting the consumer drone business. They're going to be getting rid of a lot of their mini drones. They're going to be discontinuing those, but most of their efforts are going to be put into the next generation Anafi platform.
That's great. And by the way, Tony Stage or Stage, I'm sorry, Tony, $5 super sticker says keep it up. And he's pumping some weights. That's cool. Thank you so much. Just want to remind everybody, if you're in the chat, make sure that you have live chat enabled and not top chat, because top chat will cut out some of the chats and you won't see them. And that becomes important during contest time. So who has a Parrot? I don't own one.
Yeah, I don't either.
But
I don't have one either.
I heard they're really good. I've flown one before. It's a good company.
Yeah, I flew one at Spin Up. That was a great opportunity to just try a whole bunch of different drones all at one time, because I mean there had to have been 100 drones there.
I actually think that this looks a little bit better. What's the one? This is the Enterprise. What is it? That has the thermal?
Yeah, they have the Mavic Enterprise.
Yeah, it has a FLIR on it. That actually looks like better resolution than the Mavic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the thing is that was it Billy Kyle is going to be your guest next week. He has a Parrot. You can, I guess, grill him for information.
Yeah.
So,
how you doing? Okay in the newsroom there? I keep hearing. I call his kid Diaper Boy because every time I see him on the Skype, he's wearing diapers. He's about 11 years old. It's probably time. Probably time to move on from the diapers.
Yeah, they're in there having the steaks that I'm anxiously getting ready to go in.
Oh, let's blow through the news.
All right, so next in the news, it's coming up to the Atlantic 2019 hurricane season, and members of the Florida Task Force Urban Search Team had I guess, what's the best way of describing this? It would be a disaster exercise, working with the Miami Beach Police Fire Department and several of the local universities. They did a full-scale incident response exercise where they did island maritime search operations, aerial reconnaissance, damage assessments, situational awareness for live streaming. So, giving rescuers on the ground live streaming, mapping, and also force protection overwatch, all to be done by drones, which in the past had been done either by helicopters or fixed-wing aircraft. So a great opportunity to see drones be used more productively after any kind of major disaster.
Very good.
And if I'm not mistaken, this week we had the big celebration for the Apollo moon landing. The Kennedy Space Center decided that they were going to have a great drone performance done by studio drones.
This is fantastic. I have yet to see a cluster drone show in person. Oh, I'm so jealous. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, they used 300 drones to mark the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 mission.
We're pretty cool as a nation, aren't we? I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's people in other countries watching, but sometimes I look at this stuff and I'm like, we're pretty damn cool in the US of A. I mean, that dude was wearing mascara, but still pretty cool. Hey, to each their own. You want to wear mascara, you do it. I got no problem with it. Sorry.
What drone was that?
It's Studio Drift is the company that makes it. It's an in-house drone that they developed to be able to do these. It's not Intel, so you can see now that a lot of other companies are jumping into this market to be able to do these displays, and it's going to replace fireworks. It really is. So
if they can figure out how to make them make a really loud boom sound, because it's the reports that we really like, right?
Well, I guess if they all fell at once, then okay.
Okay.
So next in the news, we have a gentleman that has been, I guess, using drones in the agricultural field for moving through crops. It's basically called scouting, and it's what they use to determine areas to be able to plant. It's a difficult task to do on foot, so using a drone.
Would fly into, I would just take it to a field, put it in the air. It kind of take a visual of what the field would look like. If there's a problem, especially on corn when it's taller, you cannot see exactly what's a problem area if you're just walking up to it. So if you have the drone in the air, you could kind of see a little bit further down, and it'll give you an idea where to walk and scout and find out what the problem is. Also with these cameras, it will show you the different heights. So we have elevation mapping done on your field too.
Wow.
That's neat.
Yeah, really, really cool stuff. And agriculture is, of course, one of the burgeoning areas that we're seeing drone usage grow. So
I just have to mention Bob Casey. He says 289 viewers. Hit that like button. I like that. Share, tell a friend. Let's get Ken Heron more subs. I agree, Bob. Yes, Bob. That would be cool. There's
somebody needs a silver play button.
I do, man. I want to be in the club.
Every time we're on the phone, I want it so bad.
I really do. I really do. It's all I'm living for at this point, which is pathetic, right? There's other stuff to do in the world, like find someone to love me. I don't care. Give me the silver play button. Then I'll find someone to love me.
You're gonna make it.
I hope so, man. Thanks, Bob.
All right. So on the basis of agricultural being, I guess, a growing, burgeoning place for drones, also in wildfires and firefighting, we've seen drones really start taking off. So I guess the fire departments now are considering drones to be just as useful as having a chainsaw. The drone usage has increased by 184% in the past 2 years just in Arizona for fighting fires.
Very cool.
This is an example of one of their infrared cameras that they're using, and they've gone out and they're using it to detect hotspots. Normally, you'd have to have guys on the ground walking around looking for these hotspots, or having a helicopter, which can get really expensive, flying around. And of course, now they can just put up a drone and start looking around and finding the hotspots with the FLIR cameras.
You know, you remember, and they're still around, these fire towers that you see all over the place? And they're all busted up and rusty, and some of them are leaning like this with no steps, so that people don't go up there and kill themselves. But that's how they used to do it.
Yeah.
That was instead of an expensive helicopter. They'd have a dude up there just, okay, no fires there. So
no smoke.
Right. Thank goodness for drones, right?
Oh, yes. Thank goodness for drones. And so that leads into the next story with the Lincolnshire Police Department. They used a drone recently to find a high-risk person. This was a person that I guess was a danger to the area, and they used the drone to find him in the dark. This is the video footage from their drone used at the Boston Police Department.
So cool.
That's really cool.
And of course, what's interesting about this is that with the helicopter, you can hear the helicopter. So as the perp, you know you're being followed by a helicopter. But the drones, if they fly high enough, you can't hear them that well. And so it's a great, I guess, advantage to the police departments.
That's true. You know, I've been asked so many times that this area that I'm in is an agricultural farming area, and so there's a lot of hunters here in West Tennessee, USA, and they ask me all the time. Forgive me, I'm going to do the West Tennessee accent. Hold on, I need some accompaniment. I'm not making fun of them. This is merely what I hear as a Yankee when they speak. Forgive me. Hey, Ken, can you take your drone up high enough where the deer can't hear it? And then I can blast him in the head and then put that head on my wall and then eat the meat and make jerky. Can I do that, Ken? Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like, where'd Ken go for a minute?
I'm an expert at dialects.
The timing also with Jeff, I'm assuming that's your wife?
Yes, my wife
Yeah.
snuck in here during the solo there. All right, so next in the news, there was a fire at the Winston Green factory in Birmingham, as Ken told me to pronounce it.
Yes, it's not Birmingham in the UK. It's Birmingham. Birmingham.
More than 70 firefighters tackled the blaze in Wilson Green when recycling material was, on site caught to fire. This footage, of course, was used by the fire department so that they could determine where they needed to place the hoses, because, of course, with the flames and the smoke, it was difficult to see where the fire actually was.
Again, drones to the rescue.
Drones to the rescue.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Is there enough for everybody, Jeff?
You kidding me? You guys can't have any of my steaks. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I could tell that you're distracted, Jeff, and and I have to apologize for doing this to you. I mean, I want to get back through the news, but just trying to, let you know what you have to look forward to when you're done there. Oh, is that a bloomin' onion? I think it is.
Ooh,
yummy. What's next?
Bloomin' onion right now.
All right. So next in the news, we have a gentleman that's come up with a gasoline generator prototype. And the interesting thing here is that the gasoline generator is used in the center of the drone to provide power to the motors that would normally be, controlled by a battery. This is a really interesting new technology.
We have it mounted on its side as we are going to have it in the final module. The servo here controls the throttle. The fuel is obvious. The two power supplies that you see on the other end are to provide power to the servo, which is controlled by a simple pulse width modulation control here, hobby control, just for hand, just for testing. And the other power supply here provides electrical input for the ignition system, because as I said, there's no magneto. Finally, there's an RPM gauge here that reads the RPM of the engine at 1/10 of the actual RPM. If you see 300, it's at 3,000 RPM. The whole setup here was really originally just put together so that we could test the motor, we could adjust the carburetor for proper operation at the right speed, and just make sure that everything holds together.
Whoa. Beavis, you gotta get a whiff of this.
No way, butthole!
So cool.
Yeah, you kind of lost me on that. You kind of lost me on that one. I kind of started drooling on myself after the first 10 seconds. I mean, I consider myself intelligent, but that dude is an evil genius.
It is a gasoline generator engine light enough to fit into a drone that is going to be really interesting. That's technology I look forward to following.
Absolutely.
All right, so the next story is about two brothers who decided that they were going to turn themselves in after they interfered with a life flight.
Oh, yes.
First responders on the ground saw a drone like this flying right above the scene. They immediately notified their crew in the air that it could put their landing at risk.
A horrific two-vehicle crash after a blown stop sign at this intersection that connects Highway 11 and Highway J left 3 people badly hurt.
Last night we came outside to enjoy the weather, and at about 9:15 we heard some brakes screeching and a loud crash.
In the pitch dark, first responders on the ground tell me they saw red flashing lights from a private drone.
From Highway 11 Command, just be aware that we do have a drone in the air over our scene with both birds on the ground. We're trying to take care of that situation right now.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm shocked, and I guess it's good for everybody to know that that is a problem, and you know, it's imperative to let the emergency vehicles do their job.
Flight for Life spokeswoman Tammy Chapman says the drone operator put response times at risk when mere minutes matter.
If a drone is there and they cannot locate the operator, we can't lift off. So that can delay that patient getting to the definitive care that they need.
The Racine County Sheriff's Department says all 3 victims remain in serious condition. Chapman reminds drone operators never to interfere with law enforcement or an emergency response.
First responders are trying to do their jobs, whether or not you have aircraft coming in. Those folks need to focus on their mission at hand, and drones can cause a distraction.
Law enforcement from multiple agencies tell me this drone operator still hasn't been caught. Anyone who is caught deliberately or recklessly interfering with an emergency response could be fined up to $20,000.
Why would you do that? Think about it this way, because I don't know if this will ever abate. I don't think this will ever stop. Think about, would you do, if it was your family that was in the accident, would you fly over your family and take pictures? You wouldn't, because you would have respect for them.
Yeah.
So have respect for other people's families. Good God.
Yeah.
Just common sense.
Interfering with light flight is extremely serious. And the 2 individuals that were responsible for flying the drone did turn themselves in. They were ages 24 and 19. So, and they will be, dealt with, I guess, accordingly by the officials. So
people that don't have experience with drones, they get their new drone. They want to, of course, how high, how fast, how far, and then they fancy themselves a newsman, I guess, and they don't think that if you're 20 feet away from a helicopter, anything's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But that is a near miss according to the aviation industry, and that leaves less time for reaction from the pilots. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Just stop and think. I mean, me telling you to have common sense isn't going to suddenly create common sense. It's just me bitching and moaning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, kudos to them though for even turning themselves in, because they didn't have to. I mean, obviously but by that I mean they were, they didn't know who they were. They could have just said, learned our lesson and stayed quiet.
Right, but once they turn themselves in, then they can post the footage to their Facebook. I guess, I don't know. Hey, thank you, Joe Cafe 83. What, 99 cents? I'll take it. Thank you so much. Super chat. Appreciate it.
All right, so now that's the negative side. Let's get some positive news, and this is the one that I've been looking forward to being able to share with everybody. So those of us that are recreational flyers, Lance, the FAA has finally opened up Lance for recreational pilots to be able to use that system to get authorized flight within airspace that normally they wouldn't have been able to fly in before. You can use the Lance system through Kitty Hawk, UAS Sidekick, and Air Maps.
That is fantastic, and I know there's a lot of recreational hobbyists that are excited they're going to be able to use that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And now I believe the Jingle Singers
Bonehead of the Week.
It's our new segment called the Bonehead of the Week. It's a wacky, zany news segment that has drones involved in it somehow. And what is our Bonehead of the Week this week, Jeff Sills?
The Bonehead of the Week will be the Tray drone that allows you to link your drone with Alexa to deliver stuff to you in the kitchen.
It's the height in laziness. Haha, check it out. It's a real actual thing.
Alexa, bring mir mein Essenspäckchen.
That's right.
Holy crap.
We'll just blow all your napkins and everything around.
Pretty sure she could have walked over there a little bit faster.
Uh-huh. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. This looks like one of those, if it were in black and white, it'd be one of those from the 50s, the kitchen of the future. So stupid.
I saw this the first thing that went through.
Oh, wait. Oh, we got more food coming.
Oh, flowers.
So
yes, because obviously you can tell Alexa what you want next, and in the closet it magically puts that on the drone.
Right, because something they didn't mention was the hand and arm attachments you attach magnetically to Alexa, and then she will put that stuff on top of the drone.
Or that's a $3 million refrigerator that's completely robotic and automated.
Right. And it automatically...
Oh, yeah, it's sliced pizza with a Coke Zero.
And it makes your pizza ice cold, too, by the time it gets to the table. So this is a real thing. They have a website and everything, and that is this week's...
Bonehead of the Week.
Awesome. Jeff, thank you so much for all of the wonderful news. So tell us a little bit more about your steak.
My
is
steak
it still there?
For me. It's still there, and I guarantee you, my steak. My wife makes amazing steaks.
Well, we'll let you get to it.
I am really looking forward to getting that. Make sure that, of course, you guys go out to DroneBook. All the news is now flowing into DroneBook. The Drone Wiki site is being discontinued, so all the news that we use in the show and any stories that don't make it get posted in the DroneBook.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Jeff. Love you, mean it.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
All right. Well, he goes off and mutes his mic and eats his steak. We can finally have a minute of peace from Jeff. My goodness. Children are loud, and you're about to have a kid, right?
Yeah. Let's see. What are we? 8 weeks away? 6 weeks away. September 15th is the due date.
Wow. And you have come up with a name. It's not Kenita.
It's not. I'm sorry. Kenita is not on the table anymore.
Can you give us a hint?
Yeah, I can tell you the name.
Oh, what is it?
It's Logan.
Logan, really?
Yeah.
The noise that we just heard from Jeff was made by a kid named Logan. That's his kid's name. Well, so you can change your mind?
Yeah.
That's a good name. It's a good, solid name. What does Logan mean? It's like Greek for something or something, right? What does it mean?
Is it?
It's like
sure.
The Norse god of finger painting or something.
Woman of Thunder. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's a good, solid name, and I'm sure.
For a girl, by the way, she's a girl.
One moment.
It says it's Logan, but it's a girl name. Is that a girl's name? Is it? Oh, it is? Oh, I'm just horribly misinformed and I don't know anything about baby names? Okay. All right. I'm going to go back and pretend that I knew that. All right, good talk.
Hi. Of course it is. Of course it's a girl baby name. I knew that. That's a beautiful, beautiful baby girl name. All right.
You know, I mean, my wife is, she's solidly in the millennial generation, and you know, she looked at Bacon and Apple and Blanket, all the good ones.
All the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were all taken. They're getting too popular. So.
Right. Awesome. Okay. Well, I bet you can't wait, can you?
No, I'm super excited. We're getting the baby room all ready, and she's painting the crib, and we have our first baby shower tomorrow, actually. So.
Well, you're going to be a great dad.
Hope so.
And I have no doubt that you will, once the kid's old enough, enlist him in your wacky, zany YouTube land.
Oh, 100%.
And you can check out his YouTube land right now. Well, not right now, but after the stream. There's a link in the description. So I wanted to share one of your videos here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the ones. One of my favorites is when you split a golf ball with an axe. Check this out, everybody.
All right, today we're gonna be trying to split a golf ball with an axe. Now, my first iterations of this experiment, I was using the axe to hit the ball.
That scared me.
Well, that's not gonna work. So I thought I might get some better results if instead I left the axe in place and I hit the axe with the ball.
Wow. That's awesome.
That was a fun afternoon.
This is very satisfying. I need to come up with something to do with these, like some sort of frame I can mount these in.
That's great. I think, and you kept that gun for home protection?
Obviously.
Okay, so if anybody breaks into Chris's house, you're going to have a golf ball imprint in your head.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like a musket, though, because you have to do the blank, and then you stick the ball and kind of have to use a rod to stick it down in there. So you get the one shot.
Right. You also do drone stuff, as we got another super chat. Thank you so much. UAV of Texas. Love the shows. Keep them coming. Thanks. Thank you, UAV of Texas. You're the best. And I know you did notice that Jeff escaped this week without being birded.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I did notice. You took a little pause there. You're like, hey, I've got this. And I really thought it was coming.
No. If you do it all the time, then it doesn't mean anything when it finally does happen.
No, it's true. That's very true.
Yeah. Rick's Rumps. Wow, look at that. A super sticker. He says, you are amazing. Thanks, Rick's Rumps. That's one I haven't seen before. Look at that little dude.
I like that one.
What are those
Is that
characters?
An avocado?
Is it a peach or something? A pear.
It's an avocado.
It's a pear?
Pear.
I don't know. Well, there's only one of them, so it couldn't be a pear. Nyek, nyek. Hey. All right, so let's go to Chris's drone video, and you can tell us a little bit about this. You went to Utah?
Oh, yeah.
And what's in Utah other than beautiful vistas?
I was there for work. I was filming some stuff for a company, actually out of California, but they wanted to film there. So, I didn't really get to choose the time of flying. I just had very short windows. There's 10 seconds of this is in the morning. There's 10, 15 seconds at noon, and then there's 10, 15 seconds kind of at sunset. So I just, we'd take a break. Our talent would kind of go sip some water and get out of the sun. So I just throw the drone up in the air real quick, and it was just gorgeous. I told him, I was like, please just give me a couple minutes. I was like, it's just too cool.
What drone is this?
Mavic 2 Pro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I know, and I haven't color graded or color corrected this. I mean, it was just so pretty there.
Some places you can just point the camera and it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't
I'm
erosion
so
awesome?
Of people that live places like this, you know.
Well, yeah, people that live in those places, they take it for granted. I'm sure after a while, you live there for 20 years, it's like another beautiful cliff.
Look, a rock.
Right. I'm sure people in Hawaii get bored of Hawaii. Another beautiful freaking wave. Look at those waves and perfect weather. Another perfect. No, I think people in Hawaii are probably the happiest people on the planet.
You would have to be.
You know, they're a state, but they're away from all the craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, 3D FPV prints, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, look forward to this every Thursday. It's a pleasure to watch. Thank you. Well, thank you. Golf clap to you. So, in lieu of a guest, I've got lots and lots of great video.
Sweet.
I will share the video of me proving that the FT Aviator is not broken. Okay.
Do you want to do it now so that the lawyers can?
Oh yes, because
unclench a little bit?
because they're sitting in the conference room, they're bored by now, so they're flipping through this video just looking for their content. Mad Kiwi, New Zealand. Wow, I got $2 New Zealand dollars. I don't know what you call it over there, but thank you for the 2 New Zealand things. Dollars.
I think it's dollars.
Is it? Okay, well that's handy. I won't have to remember a denomination when I go there one day. What is it? How many D's on a MGB? That's too many acronyms.
I don't know.
I don't know. 7. I'll go with 7.
I'll say 4.
Okay. So my buddy Jeff Baker, you remember him. He's the guy who drove me home from the hospital from Virginia.
Yeah.
To Tennessee after my accident, after I broke my back in 2 places over the Christmas holiday. What is it, like 2 years ago now? Well,
has it been that long?
It's been a while. I think this coming Christmas will be 2 years. But
Okay.
he's a good friend, a guy I never met until my accident, and a dude that knows you for 2 days, then buys you underwear because your underwear is in the trunk of a bent up car. That's a pal for life.
Now.
Yeah, it's a pal for life. So he bought the FT Aviator, and I asked him if he would kindly make a video of him going through the maneuvers, because one of the things that I didn't like about my Aviator that they sent me was it was kind of herky-jerky, and I'd move the stick and it was like, and I thought, and Greg Kunert made this point, that, well, it was invented by an astronaut. And you know, when you do those positioning thrusters on a rocket, it's either on or off. It's not gradual. It's not
There's no feathering.
Right. So in the drone world, you need to have a potentiometer like you have on your regular controllers. And I thought, oh, doggone it. I was really looking forward to this, but I didn't know because the unit I had was broken. But apparently that's not the case. So I had Jeff try his out. And here are the results of the FT Aviator from Jeff Baker.
Going forward. Stopping.
Looks pretty smooth so far.
It does.
Yawing.
I'm kind of jealous. I'd like to try again if they'll send me another unit.
All right, so I'm going to slowly yaw to the left. Getting buffeted around because the wind just picked up. Now I'm going to slowly yaw to the right. Slowly to the left. Stopping. Slowly to the right.
Looks okay.
Yeah.
Stopping. And I'm going to go forward fast.
In order to have the intricate surgical moves you need to
I'm
do,
going to turn it around. I'm going to bring it back to us.
to do
And I'm going to start slow and I'm going to speed up.
to do orbits and intricate moves, it has to be an incremental control.
Right.
And then I noticed in Kelly's video that he had to hit the return to home button to get it to land. So go over here. I'm gonna land it, and all I'm doing is pushing down on the stick slowly. And then push it all the way down and it shuts off. So as it stands right now, I don't see anything wrong with it.
So there you go. It's apparently I got a bad unit. So
it's a you thing for sure.
It's me. It's me. You know what? Where's my button? Okay. You know what? Fluidity. I just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry we broke up, but it's not you. It's me. Yeah. I would like to try again. So that's
do you know how much it costs?
Yes.
I haven't even seen.
300 and something. It's quite a bit. So yeah, it's a commitment, to be sure.
Yeah.
So if you have an opportunity to try it first before you buy it, that would be good. I think they have a 30-day return policy, so you can try it, and then if you don't like it, maybe send it back. I don't know.
Is it good for all DJI drones?
Yes, apparently it does work, except with Wi-Fi drones. So it won't work with the Spark,
the Spark,
and the Phantom 3 standard. Pneumatic Outlook, thank you. Love Thursday Night Live. Keep it up. Happy flying. $5 super chat. Thank you so much, you guys. That really does help, and I appreciate it. And if you're watching, if you're new to the stream, please subscribe. I know all YouTubers say that, but I got to tell you, it really, here, I'll show you. Let me show you camera 2. I'll show you camera 2. All right, here's what I'm doing here. Hi everybody, camera 2. This monitor is dedicated.
Is that your Social Blade?
That's my Social Blade. I have that on all the time, no matter what I'm doing during the day, during my real job. I have that on all day long. And every time I get a subscriber, I'm like, oh, it literally makes me feel giddy inside, like a schoolgirl. It's the weirdest, most gratifying thing ever. Because when you subscribe, it's like, I approve of you. You're my friend. You know, it's I like that. So,
and in case anybody watching doesn't know, Social Blade is a website that just monitors stats on like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And for YouTubers, Social Blade is like, I don't know, it's like crack. It's so hard to describe.
It really is.
Like you'll post a video and then hop over to Social Blade and just just see what happens.
And look at this.
Because they just got a new subscriber.
Yeah, when you load it, it does this thing where the numbers kind of go broop, broop. When you first here, let me reload it. It's like a casino thing.
Yeah,
it does
it'll be
this thing
off by a few. Oh, well, yours is pretty updated right now.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh no!
Oh, we lost.
Oh, see now people are messing.
People.
See,
no,
people are
happiness.
That's what they're doing. Whenever you do your Social Blade live, there's people like, oh, I just want to see it change, boop, and then they unsubscribe and subscribe. Well, stop doing that. Just leave it on the good side. Anyway, so yeah, you're right. It's like YouTuber crack.
You should throw it on like a big YouTuber. Just like, it's so amazing to throw it on like someone with millions of subscribers who gets 20,000 subscribers in a day. Just watch it just. Zzz. I mean, it's unbelievable.
What's the name of that? We talked about this the other day. The number one YouTuber with like 100 million subscribers. It's an Indian company.
T-Series.
T-Series. Okay, let me look that up. You want to feel bad about yourself as a YouTuber?
Yeah.
You just here we go. There you go. So here's their stats, right?
Good Lord.
This is what they're making in a day. They're making like $100,000 in a day of subscribers.
Okay, they're getting almost 100 million views in a day.
Yeah.
That's like what $400,000 a day.
It's crazy
in revenue.
So here's their live subscriber count. We can sit here and it just goes while we're talking.
Yeah, this is happening live.
This is
happening
live
right now.
And this is updated.
They just got 4 subscribers.
Every second it's updated. Yeah. And if I was them, I would have this on the outside of their building. In a big projector thing. Right. Isn't that crazy? Look, there's just like 7, just boop. So anyway, that's a little behind the scenes.
Yeah. Oh, I'd have it like a Wall Street ticker, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Zeb Meat, thank you. We got so distracted in our own YouTuberness that I neglected the super chat. Thank you, Zeb Meat. $1.99, $9.99 for a bird free Jeff. Yes, thank you so much. And Zeb Meat. Oh, another one. Okay. Maybe he mistyped it, but we got $12 out of him. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll hit Jeff with the bird next week, maybe.
There you go.
So let's get into the cool videos because I have a lot of them. And the first one was sent by someone in Finland whose name I'm going to ruin. I apologize. Oh, no, it's not that bad. It's Nico Michaela. That sounds more European.
I know.
He says, hi, Ken. I took a trip to Menorca with my family in June, and I finally got my drone footage edited and posted on YouTube. I think the video turned out pretty good, and it might be worth sharing. Best regards, Nico from Finland. It is worth sharing, and it's awesome. Check this out. Beautiful stuff. Menorca.
Oh, I'm a sucker for water. Blue water.
Yeah. Think that was color graded?
Probably.
A little bit.
Nice orbit.
Do you find it more difficult to do large or small orbits?
Small, for me.
Yeah.
Closer and tighter.
Right.
It's just hard to make them look consistent.
True.
I have a hard time doing small, close orbits without continually speeding up through the orbit.
But you want to do them manually because you don't want to use those automatic things because it just doesn't.
No. Yeah, never automatic. Man, that might not be color graded. That's just gorgeous water. Look how clear that is.
Wow. You know people jump off of those cliffs.
Of course they do. Ooh. Oh, that is a gorgeous shot.
The contrast between the water and the rocks is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I love boat tracking shots on the water. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm interrupting myself. I love this shot right there. That pull away.
Yeah, that's a good reveal, wasn't it?
That was sick.
I just love erosion. Wow. Fantastic.
Well
That was
done.
really, really, really good. Oh, yeah, golf claps. Golf claps for you. Nico
Hang on.
Michaela.
Yeah. Hang on. NTFC Media has asked me twice, hey, mate, is that rotating axe for cutting the umbilical cord? I hadn't thought about that, but I will bring it up. We got a doctor's visit next week. I'll just push this in, be like, hey,
roll it
I got
in.
it covered.
We're kind of a weird family. We're gonna use this to cut the umbilical. You okay with that?
We're all about world first here. We'll just hold it. I'll get it going.
Do you, do you have a problem with cutting the umbilical? Do they usually ask the dad to do that if they're in there?
I mean, I guess they do that, right? This
Yeah.
is my first one.
And,
I don't know. I'm not much of a like guts and blood type of person.
Okay. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like to either.
I can handle injuries and cuts and stuff on myself. Like I've broken, fingers and gashed, myself, and that stuff has never bothered me. But seeing it on other people, I don't do too good with that. So we'll see how this goes.
I'm wanting to ask a question.
Go for it.
Have you heard? Cover the kids' ears, just quick. Have you heard of people eating the placenta? They'll fry it up, and they'll eat it. What in blazes is wrong with you?
I think that's a first world problem.
Is
People
it
are just weird?
Is it?
It's weird.
Is that a hippie thing?
Okay, one of our friends here, she had for her second kid, she had her what do they call them, the doula, take it, dehydrate it, chop it up, and put it into capsules. And so she took like 2 a day until they were all gone. And we don't really agree on a lot of some of the stuff she's into, but she's like, I could not have done it without those placenta capsules, and I think that she probably could have. Just a little dramatic, but
well, hey,
I mean, obviously, like she's not tasting it because it's in the capsules, but
Hey, you know, you have to get your daily recommended allowance of stem cells somehow.
I mean, take a multivitamin.
Thank you, Chris Hope. Thanks, man. Thanks for the $10 super chat and for changing the subject. Appreciate it. What a great little.
What did he say?
Yo, it doesn't say anything. It's a little like I think alligator putting his hat on backwards. It's super stickers.
Stickers, I like stickers.
All right, next video. It's a short one, but it's a cool one, and it's from Joe Cassieri, our resident Italian friend. He says, "Hey Ken, I took this picture and video clip and figured maybe you might like it. The heron looks like he just woke up, and the video looked like it could be a great end to one of your videos. It's yours. Hope you like it." So this is a heron bird. My family, as he flies off. Great predators, man. The heron birds. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that.
Are they?
Oh
Are they
man.
really?
Oh.
The majestic heron.
Yeah. Can I just, I gotta, all right, I'm gonna share the social blade again, just to show you. Hold on.
Are people messing with you?
Well, they were. It's back to normal, but they're gonna mess with me again. But I just wanted to show you this, if it'll show it. No, it won't. It won't. I have the other one running. So when we were talking about it, and I was showing it, and then back up again. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it, you weirdos. I got to show a couple pictures. Speaking of herons, this was sent in by Florida Boy. It's Heron Home and Outdoor. I don't know where in the world that is, but and then this is my Kenergy building.
Oh, that's cool.
People sending in
that's awesome.
Ken stuff. Yeah, that is cool. Now, the FT Aviator, hopefully those guys will send me another unit. But there's something else that is a one-handed controller that's available for FPV people. And this is pretty cool. It's the Motion Pilot Vector. Doesn't that thing look cool?
It does look cool.
And it's made by, it's made by a Swiss company. What were you going to say?
It reminds me of the controllers for the Oculus. Have you seen those? Like it detects what your hands do.
The movement. It uses.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it uses an accelerometer. So here's a little video about it, and we're gonna have these people on in the coming months. It's really neato.
Who has never dreamed of flying instantly and without constraints? Today, the experience of flight is not easily accessible. It involves a financial investment, a substantial learning time, and can sometimes be risky. To offer an accessible flight experience without danger and incredibly immersive, we have developed Motion Pilot, an all-new concept of drone and controller combination. Motion Pilot started off as a group of young, passionate engineers who asked themselves the question, what if we offered a unique experience to pilot drones? In this expanding market, we wanted to design something different from the conventional controllers introduced 50 years ago. This is the very reason why we developed this new way of controlling a drone, to offer a solution that would suit everybody and that would make piloting fun and enjoyable.
Oh, this is FPV.
Yeah, this is for FPV drones.
With Motion Pilot, one controls his drone by simply moving his hand through space.
What?
When you tilt your controller forward, the drone moves forward. When you tilt your controller sideways, the drone turns in that direction. It's simple and intuitive. In addition, we have developed 3 flight modes to suit beginner to advanced pilots. That is why our goggles are directly connected to the drone's camera, allowing you to watch the show from the best perspective. You can connect as many goggles as you want to the drone, allowing your friends to enjoy the flight as much as you are. If you want to live a unique experience, race with your friends, or explore your surroundings like you have never seen them before, come and take a look at our product on our page.
Hey Tim, come on.
Yeah, I'm coming. Okay, let's fly.
It's a cool controller and proof that everybody in Switzerland is gorgeous.
population.
Yeah, right? Sweden, Switzerland,
Man.
the Netherlands,
Norway,
yeah,
Iceland,
everybody
all the
out there,
Nordic countries.
all gorgeous. So anyway,
Man,
that's
I want to try that. That looks really cool.
right, and the trigger is the throttle.
Okay, I was gonna ask about that. That was my guess. So I'm assuming it's feathered. You can feather through.
Can you
That's
imagine? I
cool.
mean, that's like just going. I could get used to that. So we're gonna have those guys on in the coming months. If you go to their website, which is linked in the description, you'll see that this thing is sold out. They're making
it really?
Yeah, they're making a new version.
Was this like a Kickstarter campaign?
I think it was. It was. If you go to the YouTube page, which is also linked in the description, you'll see the development. First one was big and bulky and wired, and they got it whittled down to that. Yeah, but it's just a bunch of young, good-looking Swiss dudes and dudettes just making a cool thing. Speaking of cool things, I have to mention something really, really cool. And it's from my good pals at LoomCube, the sponsor of the second half of the show. LoomCube! And they're such a cool company. Ask me why they're such a cool company.
Why are they such a cool company?
Thanks for asking. Well, it's because they make cool things like the LoomCube strobe, which I have right here. This is the LoomCube strobe. You can put it on your drone, and now that the land system is allowing hobbyists to fly, you can fly at night and all kinds of places. You're going to want to get one of these. And this is their website. You can go there, and there's a link in the description that will help your pal Ken if you use it to go to their website. Then they'll know that, they must have saw it on Thursday Night Live, and so Ken gets helped out. So help out your buddy Ken. And so here's why they're so cool. Because I spoke with them about an idea I had involving 12 of these. I don't want to give the idea away.
Okay. No. Keep it in your pocket.
But
Is this a video? Is this gonna be?
It's going to be a video. It's going to be a video / prank. But it involves 12 of these, and when you turn these on in the strobe mode, they are stinking bright. One of them on your drone is visible. That's all I'll say right now. Are you a fan of disco?
It's pretty good.
You like disco?
I've never seen those in person. I've just done the their standard one, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And it was incredibly bright.
Right. Well, so I wrote to the company and I said, "Hey, Trevor, marketing guy." I said, "Trevor, I had this crazy idea." And I told him the idea, and I go, "What do you think?" And he goes, "Let's do it." So they're shipping me 12 of these things, and then we're gonna do something, and I'll just let you know. We're gonna do something called Disco Drone. Now, I was too young to enjoy the disco age in full effect. I mean, I was alive in the 70s, but I was too young to get into the clubs. But so, thank you very much, LoomCube, for being such a cool company. And for you guys for being so cool to click that awesome link. That helps me. All right. Appreciate it. Love you, mean it. All right. So now, let's... the prizes tonight. I didn't even mention.
I was going to ask. I thought you were leading straight in.
Oh my goodness!
Prize, yeah.
Freewell. We got this. What? It's a thing. It's a Mavic Pro, Mavic Air Spark tablet mount light. Gonna give that away later. But first, we can do this right now. In fact, the iSteady Pro 2 that I had on. I have 3 of these to give away.
Sweet.
And it's probably time. Let's go ahead and do the drawing. For 3 of these, I had my video ran for 2 weeks, so all you had to do was comment, and then so let me see. Let's go ahead and find a winner for the iSteady Pro 2. All right. Let's bring up
the thing.
The Decideratron 5000. Right. I'm gonna put the link in the thingy. It's gonna count all of the comments. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of comments.
So you have a 1 in 900 something chance of winning. We go over here.
Start your free 7-day trial.
Yeah. And the winner, the first winner of the iSteady Pro 2 is... It's Alan Nan. Alan Nan. Congrats. Let's find winner number 2. The iSteady Pro 2 from Hohem. The winner is the second one, John Galt. Congratulations, John Galt. And if that wasn't enough, and don't you think it ought to be, a third winner is Bubbers Productions. Cool. Very good. Congratulations, Bubbers Productions. Woo! That was fun, wasn't it?
That got intense.
Oh, man, so intense. Congratulations to you 3. Make sure that you message me in the next 30 days to claim your prize. If you don't, I'll give them away again, because that's how I roll.
I was going to say, because you'd forget.
Because I forget. Yes, I do. I'm pretty forgetful. That's from a company called Hohem, which kind of sounds like Hohem. But thank you very much.
You reviewed those, didn't you?
I did. You can scroll back and check out my review video of that. We'll give this away a little bit later on. But right now, Chris, how would you like to see a derailed train?
I would love that.
I thought you might. This is from Arla Dog Williams. Hey, Ken, this is a train that derailed in Bristol, Connecticut on July 9th. I got yelled at, he says, for going to look on the tracks at the train. So I went home and got 2 drones. Enjoy. So apparently he was there in person and then went home and got his drone. So I guess this is how they... You know, you see train derailments all the time. You rarely see them fixing them.
Yeah.
Looks
Look
like
how it tore up the actual rail.
Yeah. Man, that's a lot of work to do that, to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's from Arlo Dog Williams.
Can you imagine if you lived in that apartment right over there?
Oh,
when
yeah.
that happened?
Yeah, or when the train goes by.
Yeah, I'm just talking about sitting there and all of a sudden going, well, the train sounds different today, honey. As it just,
right?
As it just
maybe you parked your car near there.
Your apartment.
I live 2 blocks from a train that goes by. And when I moved in my new house 3 months ago, I thought, I'm never going to get used to it. I don't even hear it. I sleep right through it. I don't hear it.
Really?
You get used to it. I didn't think you would. I see these houses that are like right next to the tracks. Like they're mowing their lawn up to the track. I just don't. I don't know if I could ignore that. But
well, like I used to live in Memphis. Right, I had an apartment at the end of the main runway, and it was called Airways Boulevard because it was literally, it's just right in line. And at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, all the FedEx fleet would take off, just one after the other for about an hour and a half, just just one Boeing plane after. And I never would, after a couple months, I never heard it, but nobody could sleep in my apartment. And my parents would come see me, and they're like, I can't, like, how on earth do you do that?
I think you can get used to anything.
Yeah.
Like, you, forgive me, cat owners. But you cat owners, you can get used to the smell. And then when somebody who doesn't have a cat comes over to your house, they know you have a cat right away.
Yeah.
It's unmistakable. And there's no hiding it. I don't care how clean your house is or how nice and awesome your cat is. We know there's a cat there immediately. Yeah. But anyway, you can get used to anything. But you know what is cooler than a train?
Plane?
Well, maybe. I was going to say a aqueduct in the UK.
Oh.
Do you know what an aqueduct is?
Yeah.
I really didn't until a couple weeks ago when somebody sent me a video. And
That's
Peter,
because you don't have a passport, Ken.
You're right. I don't know anything. I want to see some of these places in person. But Peter Simonson, our French pal, said, hey, Ken, here's another aqueduct, the biggest in the world. It's in the UK. and it explains itself in metric units, of course. So here it is. This is pretty amazing. Enjoy. The largest aqueduct in the world, in the UK.
Oh, I love when people keyframing graphics like that.
Isn't it neat? So it's
well done too.
It's a bridge made of a river. It's a river.
Bridge made of a river.
Yeah, it's a river crossing another river.
I'm loving these graphics.
Gotta love After Effects. You know, you see stuff like that. It takes a lot of work to do that. It takes a few minutes.
Yeah, the rendering of that stuff.
Yeah, to get it just right.
And as many as he's got in each clip, I bet you that took a long time. That's really cool. They've got boats going on it as well.
Yeah.
Is this like a Roman era aqueduct?
I don't know, but you know, everything in Europe is older than in the States.
Yeah.
But look at that. That's the kind of thing I would definitely want to. That would motivate me to get my passport. Ooh, what about a jet ski down that thing? Oh! Can you imagine? I mean, such a chance of just going whoop off the edge, but it would look so cool. You know what I bet you could do? I bet you could take some video footage of that and superimpose a jet ski going down.
I bet you could.
What about water skiing behind that boat? Ah, so many ideas. Thank you for sending that in, Peter. Speaking of bridges.
Okay.
I got an interesting letter from Stephen Pfeiffer.
Okay.
It says, Ken, last night I discovered your outstanding New River Bridge video. This is the largest train bridge in Tennessee. And it brought back many wonderful memories for me. My father, F.J. Pfeiffer, was the chief construction engineer for the project, working out of the Birmingham office on the American Bridge Division of U.S. Steel Corporation. At age 13, I accompanied him on several visits to the site in June and July of 1963. Using my little Ansco camera, the cheap plastic kind, I took numerous photos of the bridge under construction, and I captured the first train coming across the bridge. As far as I know, I was the only person there taking pictures from this time. So I'm going to share some of these. I have to turn us off and then click this. So there is one of his pictures.
Cool.
Attached is a photo from the approximate center of the span near the time the two sides were joined. And my dad is standing on the right in the forefront. I think he's in there. With his superintendent, Deb Cornett, below on the left. Joining the two sides was a very complicated matter, since the two sides didn't meet properly at first. In fact, they were a few inches out of alignment.
Oh, gosh.
After some tense hours of precision on-site engineering, the joining was accomplished. And I've included photos of that event. So I guess one of those guys is his dad. He says, thank you so much for your great work in your video. My dad would be very proud. He died in 1998. And I believe this is a picture of his dad there.
Wow.
Best
now,
regards.
This is the same bridge that you did a video on?
That's right.
Weeks ago?
That's right. He says, best regards, Stephen Pfeiffer. And look, there's the first train going across. It's one of those cool.
That's really cool.
Isn't that great? And so I thought that I would go ahead and just share my video of that bridge, just a little bit of it, that he saw that prompted him to write this. And I don't very often share my videos, but here you go. Here's one of mine. Enjoy. I made it. I didn't think I would make it, but I did. And I found some nice locals. There's Chloe and her mom Danielle is with the dog off camera over there. But look at that. Look at that thing. So it's apparently like 389, almost 400 feet tall. And your mom was saying that she walked across it?
Yeah.
And a train came?
Yeah.
And she was terrified?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was that before you were born?
Yeah.
Aren't you glad that she made it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, she's going to be a passenger, and we're going to go check out this monstrous bridge. I had set out that day not knowing where I was going.
Really?
Yeah, I just happened to be driving by and saw that, and I went, whoa, 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 whoa. You know, when you see something, you're like, oh, I gotta film that. And I was racing to find it because I had to take a little like back road, little fire road that's not really open to the public.
Yeah.
To get to that place at the base to film it. And the sun was going down fast. That's why it's a little dark.
How did you even see it? Like, where were you?
I was down there. You can see the little clearing on the left.
Oh, okay.
Interesting contrast to see those black and white pictures of it being brand new, and then many years later.
What was that like? How old is it? 60, 70 years?
1963 it was built, and I was built in 1966, so it's like 50.
Oh, that's funny.
Here's a little fancy graphic trick for you.
Ooh, Ken, that was good stuff.
Thanks, man. There's lots of videos like this on my channel. If you only scroll, just scroll back. I know it's hard. It's like all the videos I want to see are not on the front page. I have a thing called Binge Watch. It's a playlist called Binge Watch All Ken's videos. They will suck you in.
How many videos are in that?
Oh, hundreds.
Oh, good shot right
Hundreds.
there.
Yeah, and the sun was setting, and I finally got that shot.
It's just a great spot too.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
That bridge is hidden. You really can't see much of it from the main road.
Train joke?
Oh, here's a joke.
I got one. Would you say that this video I'm making is pretty attractive? Oh yeah, you'll be telling your friends that one. Probably not.
Anyway, they were good sports. I just happened to pass them. Her and her mother, they were on their way home, and I said, hey, where's the bridge? And they're like, follow us. I said, okay. So that was cool. And thanks for the pictures, Stephen Pfeiffer of you and
I
your
always
dad.
thought a train engineer would be a cool job. Like, they get to see like so far off the beaten path.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like just through the mountains and valleys and all the cool parts of the U.S. and Canada that are you just never see from the highway.
And that's why I want one of those rail riders. You know those rail riders?
Are you talking about the ones with like the go-kart engine on them?
Yes. I had a dude on this this show a couple months back who makes them. Who makes
serious?
Who makes the best one. He's got like polyester wheels, so it's quiet. Has an engine. He purposely built the frame. Oh, I want one. Oh,
how much are they? How much are we talking here? Like ballpark me. Get me in the door.
You can get one with engine for $5,000.
All right. Well,
worth it.
I feel like I could make one for a little cheaper than that.
I mean, you can get an attachment that goes on your bike that has a rod that will allow you to do that.
It's like a training wheel.
But if you're gonna do it, why not go all the way?
I mean, like there was one night probably about a year and a half ago when I binge watched, because there's like a whole community on YouTube, these guys that do this.
Yeah.
And these guys, they would take like a seat out of a van. They would get like a cooler of food and beer, and they would just crank the engine. You don't have to steer it.
Yeah.
And they were going over like bridges like that and going through like what looked like the Grand Canyon. I'm sure it wasn't, but like, and they were just sitting back drinking a beer. I was like, that's the life. That's what I want.
Here's a couple things
cool.
Here's a couple things that I do know. There are some abandoned railroad tracks that are open to the public for that reason.
I didn't know that. I thought they were all illegal.
Oh,
I thought they were just all renegade.
There's many miles and miles of tracks set aside for public use. But please don't try to take your rail rider on. If you see that the track is super shiny.
Yeah, that's a good indicator.
But man, what a perfect retirement thing. So like, get that.
Right. Now, how fast do his go?
Oh, you can go 40.
Okay, yeah, because the guys I saw, they were just cruising around at 15, and I thought that was kind of lame. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
pull the restrictor off of that thing, and
Yeah. Let it rip.
you
can pull some G's in the turns. You can pull some G's.
I mean, I don't want to be like drinking, as it's bouncing across the thing, but I would like to feel the breeze.
Right.
Right.
Let's switch gears very quickly and you know what? I do have a would you ride it coming up, even though we don't have a guest. So I'll run that by you. Metro Drones, thank you. Haven't gotten that many super chats tonight, but $20 at 86 days until Spin Up 2019. See you there. Yes. Spin Up tickets still available. It's happening October 19th in Austin. Chris, you're going to be there?
I don't know yet.
Oh, that's right.
It's really close to the baby's birth.
Baby
so
time.
It's kind of up in the air.
Okay.
I do have Kelly did grant me 2 tickets.
Oh yeah.
For myself and a guest, just as because you and I were both speakers last year.
Right.
So potentially I might be giving those away on my channel if it turns out I can't go.
Oh, cool. That's a great idea.
So,
very good.
I mean,
very
someone should benefit from that because it's such a cool event that he does.
Yeah, and by the way, Metro Drones, thank you for that. It's from the super chat. That's how I pay Jeff for the news. Just to let you know. I mean,
you're taking steak out of Jeff's mouth.
That's right. Yeah. So now I have a video here that I found myself, and when I saw this, I could not believe because it's like a 2-year-old video. I can't believe that I never saw this before. Maybe you've seen it. Have you seen the military inflatable drone? Okay, all right. Okay. This is just amazing. I'm just going to go ahead and play it. Check this out. Inflatable drone.
What?
Let's say you're a
get the frogman in there.
You're an undercover agent, secret agent 007. Frogman. And you want to check out the enemy. Well, you don't want to sneak over there yourself. No. You go into your go bag and you pull out the Inflato Drone 5000. Now, sure, the compressor's a little bit loud, but you can blow it up yourself. You're a strong Navy man. And then after it's being blowed up, you just throw it out on the water.
Okay, that's cool.
Isn't it? So all the guts are in the middle, except for the motors, and then there you go.
That's not exactly what I was expecting, but that's pretty cool.
Isn't it? I just thought that was really cool. Like, how come we haven't heard more about this?
Because that guy's got a gun, and you could just deflate that leg.
Well, that's true. That's true. But, I mean, at night, maybe. I don't know.
I love that they're censoring the license plate there.
Yeah. I guess those are the bad guys. So then the bad guys are they're hunkered down. They're like, hey, we're going to do bad stuff. Sorry for the accent. We're going to do bad stuff here. All right. And then the good guys, I guess, are the ones whose faces we can see. Right?
Yeah,
Isn't that how that works? Okay. You hide your face if you're a bad guy. So we go up here. We got our situational awareness. What do they call it again? Oh, yeah. It's a force multiplier.
We're disrupting the OODA loop.
That's right. You guys are screwed because of this inflatable drone.
Man, they took Heisenberg down.
Isn't that neato? I just thought that was really
cool.
neato.
Is that what I was expecting? I thought it was gonna be like a,
Oh, like a pool toy?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like the inflatable yard.
How come they don't have inflatable drones for pools, like just as a toy? They have every shape, every conceivable shape of pool toy known to man. How come there's not an inflatable
you mean like,
drone? Yeah, like something.
You mean just like a toy? Like
yeah, and
not,
just like
not an actual flying one.
Yeah, there you go. Here, kid, you want a drone?
Show me a clown that can do that, and that will be the best clown.
You just gave clowns a great idea. Sure, we can make a rabbit. Sure, we can make a pony, but drone.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So how old is too old to fly a drone? Chris? Please don't say 52 because that's how old I am. How old?
I don't know. Easy 200 or 300.
200 or 300. Good answer. Well, there's a guy I got an email from, and I'm about to play his channel trailer just because he is so awesome, and I appreciate you sending me this email. And let me pick some music. Hold on. I apologize for this, but I have to have some music to accompany my reading from what is calling himself Old Guy and a Drone. That's what he calls himself. So I'm going to read the letter.
All right.
Hey, Ken. Thought I'd drop a note with some encouragement. At 72, I decided to learn to build and fly FPV drones. I do have a lifetime of RC experience, including planes, helis, turbine jets, but your flying experience will be equally as valuable. One caution, though, it's highly addictive. Be prepared to spend time learning the tech and mechanics, this I know. Put in the time on the sim and get a whoop. I did. And spend a lot of time flying around the house. You can't break it if you try. I tried. I did break it, but it's easily fixed. Start flying in stabilized mode indoors and get comfortable with the view through the goggles. Fly the small drone outdoors on a calm day in acro mode, and you will learn the basics before you know it. I tried to chronicle some of my learning experiences on my Old Guy in a Drone channel on YouTube, if you care to check it out. I've got 20 years on you, kid, so I expect to see you keeping up with me real soon. If I can help, let me know. Signed, Mitch. Thank you so much, Mitch.
And now, 23 Skidoo. This email is brought to you by Ovaltine.
All right. Sorry, Mitch. So, Old Guy and a Drone. What?
Is there video?
Yes. Here is Mitch, and this is the trailer for his channel, and there's a link in the description. I urge you to check it out. He is awesome. It's Old Guy and a Drone. Enjoy!
Okay, that's cool.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Mitch, basically just an old guy with a drone. Now, you're probably wondering, why in the world would you want to pay any attention to me? According to the YouTube gods, I'm supposed to tell you why in the next 30 seconds. Whatever happened to attention span?
I like him already.
Throughout my life, I've had experience in photography and cinematography, aviation, both as a licensed commercial pilot and flight instructor, and 50 years in the RC hobby, including a trophy in Top Gun, the world's largest invitational RC scale tournament. I built and flew a 40-pound, 200-mile-per-hour turbine-powered F-100D Vietnam-era jet fighter.
Whoa!
Holy Part 107 commercial drone license and still do some commercial photography and drone work as well. I made my living in the technology business, from way before the personal computer or the internet right up till today. So it seems my interests in photography, aviation, RC flying, and technology make drones the perfect niche for me. I promise to do my best to both entertain you and impart something useful, whether it's about drones, technology and gear, tips and tricks, or just life in general. My videos will be upbeat and humorous. You know, at 72 years old, I think I'll leave the problems and anger to someone else. Thanks for watching. I'll do my best to make sure your time isn't wasted. Till next time, take the rest of the day off and go play with your drone. Bye-bye.
Good advice, Mitch. Thank you so much. That is awesome. You know, it's true. I can say this. The older you get, the less you care about the drama of the world and the more you just want to do your thing and be happy.
Yeah.
You know? And he's got it going on. So thank you. And he's in the chat.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he says, wow, Ken, thanks. You're welcome. So check him out. There's some other stuff that I wanted to share. Speaking of FPV, just this afternoon, and I haven't had a lot of time to fly FPV because I'm very busy doing other things, but I wanted to take a minute and try to fly a little bit of my tiny whoop outside today. This is from earlier in the day. And at one point, I flew right into my own head.
I was literally about to ask you how your FPV was going.
Oh man, I'm trying to do more like tight orbits around stuff because I think that'll give me some legs. But I tried to do a little orbit around myself, and it didn't work out so well. But here's from earlier today. Now first I tried it inside. This is inside the radio station. This is our little auditorium. Yeah, we have church pews because they were cheap. And we wanted to look like a little version of the Grand Ole Opry since this is a country radio station. And then I went in and I bothered our sales ladies. Hey, how you doing? This happens a lot in the building. I just fly drones around.
I was gonna say, does everybody just tolerate you?
Oh yeah, they just do it. So I went outside. I couldn't bother anybody. That's our little transmitter shed.
Oh gosh, woo, that was close.
Right? Yeah. It's really easy to get close to stuff with with the tiny whoop.
Yeah.
And you can't really tell how close you are until you're crashing into it. Like whoa, whoa, whoa. You know? Here we go.
And it's closer than it looks.
Boom! Right into my head. But I kept going. It just bounced off, and I kept flying.
That was excellent.
So my next plan, I wanted to come around here and go through these trees. Well, and
through half of it.
It bounced off the ground and kept going. That's the great thing about the tiny whoop. So I'm gonna try number 2, coming around. Wanted to go through the trees. And I did it.
Hey.
Yeah, and then whoa. And then I wanted to go around the building, but no go, and I ended up behind the transmitter here. So that's our transmitter. I was in the bushes.
It's progress, though.
And we have a cage around our transmitter so nobody climbs it and kills himself, right? Because it's not enough to know that if you climb this thing, it's dangerous. We have to have a cage around it to keep people from being stupid. So I had a stick poking through, trying to get my drone out. Just a little stick.
Oh my gosh. No, hey, after you've been doing that, have you gone back to your bigger FPV drone? Have you tried to make the transition?
Yes, I've been going back.
Scale up a little bit.
I've been going back and forth, but now Jerry Calverley, Drone Obsessed in the chat, he's going to help me build my super awesome, very expensive FPV drone soon. So that's the one. That's the one I really want to destroy. So I got to get that together. Now, Chris, you do TV commercials, do you not? You work on television commercials and stuff? What kind of stuff have you worked on lately?
That thing in Utah was the latest shoot that I had.
Right.
That was for a company called Surefire. But then the biggest thing that I would have done that I guess somebody might have seen would have been probably like Dairy Queen.
Oh, what'd you do for Dairy Queen?
I've done probably 30 or 40 commercials for Dairy Queen.
Oh, really?
Just, food and people coming in and eating the food and, that kind of stuff.
So do you get free Dairy Queen for life?
No, just on the day of shooting, actually.
Okay.
Every once in a while, they'll throw me some gift cards or something.
Nice.
Like, hey, here's $20.
Well, I don't do a lot of commercial work, but here lately I've done a couple, and one was for Dana Williams' wife. She has a store in Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is near Nashville. She has a store called the Trendy Trunk. And I did a commercial for them that's actually running right now. You want to see it? Yeah. And I incorporated the drone in the beginning, but the rest is just inside stuff. And I never do this, but they wanted me to do it. And I said, you'll be good at it, Ken. I was like, okay, I'm just a YouTuber. I don't really do that. And, okay. So, and Chris, for certain TV stations, they have requirements of how the MPEG should be, how long it can be, how many frames.
Oh gosh.
The requirements, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I nailed it, but here is the spot for the Trendy Trunk that your pal Ken shot.
Since 2007, the Trendy Trunk at Hendersonville has been the place to find unique, fun, and thoughtful gifts, including Kendra Scott and the full Pandora jewelry line. We offer up-to-date apparel trends with new pieces coming in every day. Our home decor will fit your current style, as well as inspire your next one. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive deals and visit our website for online shopping. Deanna and the girls hope to see you soon at the Trendy Trunk.
Hey.
Golf clap. Thank you.
That was great. Now, is that your first commercial to be on the air?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you want?
I was gonna say
Do you want to know my
have
first?
That?
I do. I can find it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And it involves Tannerite. The very first commercial, the very first time I ever edited video was for a TV commercial for a pawn shop. I can find it. If you
Please
can
find it.
All right, I'll be over here
Please find
finding it. And
Okay.
here's Chris
I
telling a
was
joke.
I was gonna answer Skydance at Disney. No, I don't really sleep in this bed. This bed was this bed was in our guest room, which is now the baby room. So no, and since we don't have guests that often, this ends up being my prep bed where I put all my camera gear before I like shoot commercials and stuff. And I'm also what some people call lazy. And so like I unpack and it just never it gets put away because I figure like I'll shoot a YouTube video and I'm like I'm gonna need it, in a week or so. I put it away. So yeah, no, I don't sleep here.
Very cool. All right, I found it.
Did you really? That was
Yeah,
fast.
I found it. This is for a place called South Trust Pawn. Now I'm streaming it as I'm streaming here, so hopefully the backwoods bandwidth will hold up. But I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you how we did it later.
Okay.
But first, I'll share it, and you have to let me click over to that screen. Now this is the screen here. Okay. Soak this in.
Marketing.
But yeah, that was the company I worked for a little bit. South Trust Pawn. Check this out.
At South Trust Pawn, we've got a lot of stuff.
In fact, we've got so much, we're making room for your items.
So remember, South Trust Pawn has instruments.
We got tools.
South Trust Pawn has TVs.
Jeez.
And computers.
South Trust Pawn has all of these things.
And guns.
South Trust Pawn has something for everyone. Coleman Road, Arab.
Arab. What'd you think of that? Isn't that cool?
That was good. Now hang on. That girl did not shoot that Desert Eagle.
She did not
There's no way.
shoot the 50 caliber Golden Desert Eagle. She did not. No, that was a little effect that I did.
I've seen giant men try to shoot a Desert Eagle, and it's just like
that'll knock you across the room. But every other gun was shot. So how we did it was I had a sniper buddy off camera, and I mixed tannerite and diesel fuel.
There you go.
Which will create a flame, and I had it hanging on these things that were blowing up. So they they'd shoot the actual gun, but then I'd cut to the shot of my buddy because some of those guns wouldn't set off the tannerite.
Yeah.
So that's how we did that. It was a lot of cutting, and it actually took me like 11 days to figure out how to edit. Yeah, it took me a long time.
That was your introduction to editing?
That was my very first video with Premiere, an older version of Premiere. Yeah. And that was before Premiere would line up all the sound, all the audio for you.
Right. Yeah.
So I did all that manually. And then the other thing, the Gatling gun at the end, that was a 22 caliber Gatling gun. And I wanted it to look like it was shooting at the camera. So I bought a big mirror. And it was excellent. And I had the camera off to the side shooting into the mirror. And yeah, I was pretty proud of myself for a first go around.
I would have been.
Yeah, that commercial ran for a long time.
My first commercial sure didn't look like that.
What was your first commercial?
The first one that actually went on the air was I'm trying to think because I got like 5 in a row and I was like so excited because I thought I've done it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get one for like a year, but it was for a bike shop. It was for this local bike shop called Elite Bikes here in Tyler where I live, and yeah, it was not good.
Why wasn't it good?
I'll just follow you guys around. I was like, they're like, yeah, we're going for a 10-mile warm up for them, and so like I'm just hanging out the back of a car with my little, mirrorless camera trying to film these guys, and I put something together with like the free music that comes on Final Cut Pro, like just a little stock audio.
Yeah.
It was like,
but it was still your first effort, and that's cool, man. Got to get it out there.
That was the dream, to get paid to run my camera.
Yeah.
So that was the start for sure.
I have one more little commercial thing that I did very recently. If you saw the video of me and Senator Whitney Westerfield out on Kentucky Lake in the boat, flying the drones, then that's where this came from. We were at Ken Lake Marina in Kentucky.
Ken Lake?
The name of it is Ken Lake. Yeah, I always say, hey, it's Me Lake in Me-Tucky. So we're at this marina, And we came back and we had our drones out, and the owner guy came out. Oh, you guys have drones? Yeah, we're flying them around. I said, well, I could do a promotional video for you if you want. You can put it on your website, TV, whatever. He's like, yeah, okay. I'll tell you what, I'll take care of your gas for the day.
Oh.
Which, it's not a lot, but like I was like, yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
So I told the dude I would, and so I did. I put a little bit more effort into it than I probably should have, but he loved it, and you can see it on his website. But here it is right here. This is the Ken Lake Marina promotional video that I did just a couple weeks ago. Ken Lake Marina is your one-stop shop for all lake-related fun.
And you did the
We have
voiceover
boats for
too.
rent, boats for sale, and slips where you can keep your boat with all-year access.
Did you
Fuel
write
up
the
your
copy?
vessel and fill up your stomach right here at Cindy's on the Barge restaurant. From life jackets to candy bars, the store carries most everything you'll ever need for a fun and safe day out on the lake. Ken Lake Marina has a wide range of boats for rent, including wave runners, john boats, pontoons, and even big old party decks. Ken Lake Marina is a family-oriented destination and the starting point for a fun time on Kentucky and Barkley Lakes. Call 270-474-2245 for more information. Cue the boat. Or head to kenlakemarina.com. I just lucked out here and there was a boat going by.
Oh!
Yeah, look at that.
Those are the shots you'd kill for.
Yeah, that worked out well. The only other thing I would have liked if it was sunny that day. It was a gray day. Now, the stuff that you saw that was like 4K and sharp, that was the drone. I only shot with the drone on the outside. The rest of the stuff, I used one of their other videos to fill in for the little stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he liked
that's
it.
excellent. And you got to be in it. That was very cool.
Yeah, little cameo.
Yeah.
So speaking
Very
of
cool.
FPV,
Okay.
one of the best FPV pilots in the world
Okay.
is our buddy Viggo Koch from Sweden.
Yeah. Yep.
He is awesome. Now, you remember we teased his little amusement park roller coaster video that he did. He was hired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have the full video commercial now.
Oh, cool.
This is if you're an English speaker, you won't recognize the text as words, but this is in Sweden, and the roller coaster is empty. It doesn't have people on it because I guess safety. But this is absolutely amazing. Hats off to Viggo. There's a link in the description if you want to check out the rest of his channel. But here is the TV commercial he shot for the amusement park in Sweden. Check this out.
Oh, that's legit. Oh.
Yeah! That gives me the chills when I watch it.
Play it again.
You want to see it again?
That was yes.
Let's
was
watch
so
that.
cool.
Let's watch that again. That is absolutely fantastic. This is Viggo Koch. Check this out again. Here it is.
Oh my gosh.
One take, one shot.
Yeah, one take. There's a couple of moments right here where I was impressed that like he didn't get disoriented because my eyes were fixed on the actual thing.
Yeah.
The roller coaster. But
Right.
like right there and right here, gosh, that was sketchy.
You have to use your peripheral.
Yep.
And just keep it in frame, but he's not even seeing this. He's seeing the FPV
Yeah.
camera, which is
Like,
not
right
the same.
there.
Yeah.
You can't lock on that coaster and forget what you're doing.
Right.
Man, that was cool.
So impressive.
That was some good skill.
I do know that it took him many practice times to get the route right.
Really? Mm-hmm.
And because there's one point when you're following, naturally you would follow it, but no, you have to go under the frame and everything. And when
That's
he did the loop, when he went up and used gravity to just so impressive. So impressive.
So good.
I love that kid. I want to be him. I mean, I wouldn't mind being 22 years old again. That'd be cool too. Anubis Arts, thank you for the $10 super chat. Just wanted to say thank you for always watching and commenting on all the videos sent to you. I do. And if you want to send me a video, you can do that here. You can send me a video. Please do. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. It doesn't matter if it's edited. It doesn't matter if it has crappy music. I'll fix the music. If it's cool and you like it, send it here. You can share it on the show. KenHeronUpload@gmail.com. If you want to send me candy, I love candy. I shouldn't eat it, but you can send me stuff here. Ken Heron, 215 Baker Road, Huntington, Tennessee, 38344. Yeah, I think I need a minute just to kind of calm down after that Vigo excitement, and I think the best way to do that would be with a little razzmatazz. Let's go ahead and just razz to the matazz, my friends. Yes.
That's nice.
Welcome to the Raz Chamber, my friends. The excitement and the adrenaline, let it just dissipate as we rest ourselves here in the purple and blue goo known as the razzmatazz.
This music reminds me of an altar call.
Indeed. Yes. Let it hold you up. Let it fill every pore of your being. Let it fill your soul. The Raz.
And we're back. Thank you very much. All right.
I really wish you would get the God voice for whoever's co-hosting, you know?
Oh, right.
So
the
that
echo.
I can have that echoey coolness.
Well, you can. My new board will do that.
No.
Yeah, hold on. Let me figure it out. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Why did the personal shopper cross the store?
Why?
To get to the other size.
All right, Chris, you should be echoey. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What? Hello. Hello.
Oh.
This is your conscience speaking. Is it doing it?
Yeah. Do you not hear it?
I can't hear it.
You don't hear it? Yeah.
Hello.
I can even do it to Alexa. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Beaver. Beaver who? Be very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits.
That actually worked really well for that
Stupid. We're having fun. Are we having fun? Yeah. Now, did I do that? Did I do all that? Did I do... Oh, you know what? It's time to give something away. Let's do it.
It's another exciting contest.
Okay. So, we're going to give away Freewell filters. These are... Yes, the Freewell all-day 4K series filters for the Osmo Pocket, the Mavic 2 Zoom, Mavic 2 Pro, anything. The Osmo Action, absolutely anything. They will send them to you. I just give them the winner's address and boom, Freewell will send them to you. It's like $130 for the pack. Yeah. So, the question for today, maybe a little bit difficult. And my apologies to Fluidity for involving them in this again. I'm just a weenie, aren't I? All right. For the Freewell all-day 4K ND filters, in the FT Aviator Quick Start Guide, what is the missing word? I mentioned this in my video, or you can discover this by downloading the PDF on their website. And I'll repeat it.
I'm watching.
Okay,
the
good.
chat.
All right, Chris knows the answer. In the FT Aviator Quick Start Guide, what is the missing word? It's a misprint in their instruction manual. Anybody?
Not yet.
Okay. Oh, people are just guessing now. Anybody get it? And I mentioned this to the guy that wrote the instructions. I spoke with.
Serious?
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, thank you very much." He was very nice. I mean, they didn't change it yet, of course, because I'm sure they printed out 1,000 of them. Okay, so the winner is
Patchy Drizzle.
All right, and the answer, Chris, was
2.
2. the letters 2-0. And if you don't believe me, here's proof. As we go ahead and scroll down, this quick start guide PDF. Let's see. No, not there. And then we scroll down and we see it says, connect the DJI remote, your smartphone via USB cable. There you go. Fix it. It's annoying. I'm such a grammar Nazi. All right. So let's see. I got a couple more videos here. Chris, you got time? You got a minute?
I've got a few. I've got to go to a going away party after the show.
Okay. All right. Well, we have to do the Would You Ride It for today because it's a concept. And I don't usually do concepts for the Would You Ride It, but this is a pretty interesting concept. So here is the Would You Ride It for today. It is the Bell Nexus. Maybe you've seen this online. Have you seen this thing? Yeah. It has a full suite of connectivity technologies, video calling. It says it will have the option to fully maximize airtime in a fraction of a ground-bound commute. So just relax and enjoy the view of the world below. This is for the busy business traveler.
It's like Blade Runner.
Isn't it? And then here's a look at what it is inside here. I have an interior view coming up in a sec. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
You can do this on their website. You can just look around, you can grab it. And then here's what they have in their promotional video. Check this out. Virtual news.
Channel 5 News here with a live traffic update coming to you.
Listen to what she says.
Today. I'm afraid it's bad news for anyone trying to get across town right now. We have long delays in all directions, in and out of the downtown area. It's the sheer volume of traffic. A lot of motorists down there on the roadways. Also, a broken down semi has multiple lanes closed westbound outside of the city, with long lines forming as they try to move it out of the way. Definitely not a great time to be out on the roads right now. If you need to be somewhere in a hurry, my advice, fly if you can.
Fly if you can. How about that? That's pretty cool. So that's the Bell Nexus Air Taxi. Would you ride it, Chris?
Oh yeah, I'd ride that.
I think if it's perfected enough to carry commuters and it's made by Bell and
yeah, if they can make it, real where it's not CGI.
Right. I would definitely ride the CGI version. But just the CGI version of myself. What are people saying? Oh,
yep.
Brian Mackey.
Cool if it actually worked.
Brian Mackey says, "I like sitting in traffic." Good for you, Brian, you weirdo. Firewolf says maybe. Zeb Meat says right. Brilliant marketing says try pro. I think that's it.
Subtle. I thought it was subtle.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much that when the news lady comes on, it's like, good thing you're riding in the sky because those other people are screwed.
I love when they'll promote stuff like that and they're like, this is the future. For only $487,000, we want these in the hands of everyone.
Right.
Like what?
Yeah.
You don't know any middle class people, do you?
Right. If you go to their website, the promotional video is of a businessman, like a CEO and like a golfer or something.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's clearly marketed towards people in the rich sect. But
yeah.
So now I have an absolutely amazing viewer video of the week coming up. But first, 2 more videos. You got time for 2 more?
Yes.
Okay, good. One of my first videos, I think this may be the only second video that was sent to me from Poland. This is from Rafał Galiński. I said it right? Okay. Yeah? Okay. Rafał Galiński. It says,
would you please, for any of you European folks, write your names out phonetically for Ken?
Yes, especially if they have an umlaut over it. The Netherlands, the people, it's like, Flurgen. What is your name? Stop it. My name's Ken. No umlauts. Anyway, all right. My apologies to my American insensitivity. I apologize. He says, Dear Ken, first of all, greetings from Poland. Hello, Poland, and thank you. Many of us drone guys right here are following your channel. What fantastic and funny content. I'm writing to you because yesterday we had an incredible day. Just an ordinary flight with the Mavic and Phantom over Natural River Pilica here in the south of Poland. And I'll play it while I'm reading the rest of it. And in one moment, just suddenly we noticed burning fields in the distance. It seemed pretty dangerous and violent, so we decided to call the firemen. Around 20 minutes later, they came over and extinguished the fire, thanks to our old friend, the Phantom drone. We recorded the action, so please feel free to share during TNL. With kind regards, Rafał Galiński. So they're just flying out, a couple dudes just flying, and they see smoke. Well, I would fly towards the smoke, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So some poor farmer's field is burning up, and they were nice enough to call the fire brigade.
To fan the flames a little bit.
Yeah. But they came out and they put the fire out for the farmer. Saving the food.
Wow. Well done, guys.
Very, very well done. Yeah. Thanks for sending that in. Appreciate it. And now, 2 bird attacks. Too bad Jeff isn't here. And they're both sent in from Jeff Hammett. Says, hey Ken, I was flying my Mavic 2 Pro on a beautiful sunny Saturday morning at 389 feet, just cruising around. Suddenly, I saw on my iPad screen a large streak zoom through. Happened so fast, but I figured it was a hawk. Got home and looked at the footage. Sure enough, it was a hawk. Just glad it decided to call off the attack the last second, else I'd be hunting a drone down and probably no video of what took me out of the air. Jeff Hammett. So here is Jeff being buzzed by a hawk. Woo!
Whoa!
Wasn't that close?
Wow. Is that right when he hit record?
No.
Like it starts right there.
Yeah, here, I'll show you again. Now I put the sound in, of course. But that's pretty close. Hawks are very aggressive animals.
Yeah. Man.
And he goes on.
I like how he bugged out pretty quick, though. He's like, yeah. I don't think I like that.
Yeah, you don't want to challenge animals because they don't know that they're spinning blades. They just see, because you're going to hurt the animal and hurt your drone. It's just bad. He says,
Swallows.
P.S.
Swallows are the ones that always scare me.
Oh, the little birds? The little
like under bridges. And
the little
like
stupid birds
and soffits. Man, they're aggressive.
Just like big old insects. I hate them. Swallows. Freaking swallows. Now you got me all mad thinking about swallows. You swallows, you get off my lawn. All right.
You know what's better, though? Herons.
You're right. Just a graceful, majestic heron. The giant 6-foot wingspan. Heck yeah. Jeff says, P.S. Our local Channel 19 in Huntsville, Alabama, has a Part 107 licensed reporter that uses a drone, I think it's an Inspire, to film news stories from the air to provide cool footage. Well, around June 9th, their drone was filming a story and was taken down by a hawk. And he has that footage. Here is the hawk versus the TV guy. You'll see it. You'll see it coming in.
I see it.
Yeah. See it up there? Top right?
Huh?
Oh, man. And that's a big drone. That's Sky 19, man. You don't mess with Sky 19. It's a good thing they have 18 others. Right. Well, no worries. We'll just go to Sky 18. Gregory Hurst, thank you for a $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Hi, Ken.
A couple people said should have had eyes on the drone.
Should have had eyes. Oh, yeah. You can buy eyes if you want to. I don't have the eyes ready. I have all flavors of eyeballs you can stick on your drone right there like that. This is what it looks like when they're on your drone. And hawks. Oh, hawks, they hate these eyes. They'll look at this and they'll be like, whoa, I don't want to mess with that drone.
Oh.
And they'll fly away. So if you want some eyeballs for your drone, while supplies last, because I'm running out, you can PayPal me here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. Just $10. And make sure that you include in your email what color and size you would like for your drone. Well, I guess that's it. Did we do everything? Did we?
Viewer video?
We got the viewer video. I didn't give this away, but I'll wait until... Or should I? Should we give... What do we... I don't want to disappoint... I can't... What if we... I can't... But how do we...
It's a good question. It's
You know
a really
what?
good question.
Let me take a moment to decide while we play a little bit of Mr. Steel. Woo! Oh my God! I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind. Oh, he's so cool, man.
Wait, is this Steel or Johnny?
This is Mr. Steel.
Okay.
And it is, as he would say, lit.
It is
Clearly.
pretty lit. Or as others would say, it's dope.
It is dope and lit. Those tires are certainly lit. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this.
Was that him on the bridge?
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't know. That'd be a good spot, though.
Yeah. That was cool.
I want to be able to do that. Sorry, you're going to win something with teeth marks on it. Let's go ahead and do it.
Send it.
It's another exciting contest.
All right. So here's how we're going to do it, okay?
Okay.
Very simply. I'm going to go ahead and take the third caller to my track phone. I still have the track phone. Here's the number. I still have a few minutes on it. Third caller, caller number 3. We'll do it like an old radio contest. All right, we'll see who's going to win. Although
when you...
it says software update required. Oh, maybe it won't even ring. Oh, no, it's ringing. Okay, hold on.
Oh, that's the first one.
That's the first one. Let's see who it is.
You got to answer and say, sorry, you're not the third caller.
Hi, who's this? Hello? Well, now you have to answer. Don't... Hello? You there? Come on, man, say something. Don't just hang up. Well, that's rude. That's just rude. Okay, so we haven't gotten caller 1 yet because nobody said anything. Hello, who's this?
It's Drone Video.
Hi, what's your name?
Tim.
What's your name? Your name is caller 1. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on him.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right, bye-bye now. Okay, call ended. Okay, now taking another call. This is caller 2. Hi, who's this?
This is Mark.
Mark, you're caller 2. You can hang up and try to call back really quick, but it would never happen. Never! Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I think he hung up. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Mark. Okay. Here is the winner of the thing with the teeth marks in. This is a Freewell tablet mount. All right, here we go.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, Ken. This is Gas Money.
Who?
Gas Money.
Gas Money. Hey, Gas Money. That's not his name. That's just what I heard.
I can't believe that. That's my name. That's my name.
Your name is Gas Money?
Yes.
That's the coolest name ever.
I'm from Cuba, sir.
Are you calling from Cuba? That is
I'm calling from United States, but I'm from Cuba.
Oh,
Sir.
Cool, man. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Are you enjoying the show?
Oh, yes. Me and my wife both are enjoying your show.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Gas Money. I appreciate that. So you've won this from Freewell. Please tell me I don't have to send it to Cuba.
No. I live in Miami.
Okay, good. I'll send it to Miami. That's a lot closer.
Yep.
So thank you so much for watching the show and supporting the show and the channel and everything. And please tell your wife thanks for letting you call in.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And you and both are amazing.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, Gas Money.
Bye.
And bye.
Bye.
And make sure you email me, Gas Money.
Sure.
And let me know. Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Because because you know we don't have operators standing by to take your information. It's just me, man. It's just me. So you know. All right. Awesome.
Oh, Cubans are my favorite. They're my absolute favorite. Have you been to Cuba?
I haven't. Have you? Well, you have. You've been everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Cuba.
And
Cuba's
why,
amazing.
What's the best part about Cuba?
The people
Yeah.
are just awesome. The Cuban people are awesome. I mean, the landscape is super cool. And they got like, you know, they haven't had new cars in a long time, so they still have like all these classic American cars that are still running. I mean, it's unbelievable. But the people are just awesome.
Yeah. I have to ask you, have you ever been to Bolivia? Yes, the thing. You know you're a world traveler when you think, I don't know, have I been to Greenland? I don't know. It's all the same. It's all a blur to me. I don't know. I've been everywhere.
No, sorry. Like for people who don't know, I grew up from 10 to 18. I lived in Brazil, so we would travel.
Oh, okay.
To other countries, but no, it was Peru. So
okay. Well,
it was not Bolivia.
I have an amazing video, and this is from Renan, or is it Renan? Renan, I'm going to go with Renan. Renan Tarico. He said, this is the viewer video of the week, by the way. He says, Dear Ken, and it's a longer video, but it's amazing. It's about 4 minutes long. I'm going to play the whole thing. I was going to edit it down, but I said, nah, it's too cool for that.
Good.
Dear Ken, I really enjoy your videos and TNL. I've learned a lot from watching your videos and also gained confidence to send you one. As promised, I am sending you a video that I filmed in Versailles, a small town in Beni, Bolivia, right in the Amazon. I hope you like it. It would be great if you show it on TNL. I will try to keep sending more videos. Keep up the great work, Renan Tarico. And that is this week's viewer video of the week. Enjoy. Is this making you homesick, Chris?
I lived down in a city called São Paulo, which is like 22 million people, so it didn't really look like this.
No, I guess not.
I'm supposed to go to the Amazon later next year, and I am sure as heck taking the drone.
Yeah. What a great way to see things in the world that you never would normally get to see.
Absolutely.
You see that thing on his feet to help keep his feet together?
Yeah.
What a clever way
he's
to.
Like 60 feet in the air.
Well, what a clever way to climb. To not have to use your leg muscles. Really, it's like a wedge with your feet.
Yeah. It like amplifies your leverage.
Mm-hmm.
What did you call it? A force multiplier.
Force multiplier. Wouldn't you just drop it? I don't know. I just had
Maybe
some
it
dude.
messes up the acai berries.
Oh, maybe.
That's good stuff right there.
You've had it?
Oh yeah.
What does it taste like?
It's hard to describe. I mean, it's citrusy. It's just a citrusy fruit. It's real. They make a really good ice cream's the wrong word, but frozen custard. I can't. I'm not really sure what you'd describe it as, but it's delicious. It's getting all hipster in the U.S. now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Ooh, nice flip. Well, for the one guy.
Yeah. This is a fantastic video.
Man, you guys can fly a lot. I love when people fly low.
Yep, the lower the better. Get more detail. Wasn't that just wonderful? Thank you so much for sending that in. That's from Renan Tarico. Appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much for sending that in, man. Oh, what a full show today. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was awesome.
And now I just have to mention very quickly, Lume Cube. You know, if you got your Lume Cube strobe and you didn't, wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, and you want some more of these things. It's not Velcro. This is dual lock. This is heavy duty stuff. If you want to use your one Lume Cube strobe on multiple drones, they now have these available at their website. So I just had to tell you about that. And now here is Chris Rollins with the final joke of the day.
The joke is, I don't have a joke.
Chris.
Okay, now we're just going to let it sit here. It's good. It's good stuff.
Chris. Oh, man. Anyway, hey, thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the super chats. I guess it's time to say goodbye.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you very much, Chris, for co-hosting. My thank you to Fluidity for not suing me. And thank you for the silhouette of Scott Parazinski, the astronaut, for gracing us with your presence. Maybe you'll be on later. Appreciate it. Until next time, send your videos in if you want to. You can send them in here, kenheronupload@gmail.com. I really, really sincerely appreciate everybody's support of the channel. Until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Buh.
And bye.
jerky, the killer like a processed meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You enjoy pigeon jerky,
I feel like a processed meat. Yeah. That was so funny.